Valentine's Day because we're taping this on Valentine's Day. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for spreading the word about the pirate ship. That's what we do. Thanks for sponsoring those that sponsor us, like Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and our friends over at Leo's. Follow us on YouTube at Billified, Billified_pod. Dougie Fresh is here.
It's just this
What's
week.
the matter?
This week, I just can't handle it, man. My 49ers won. I got no Valentine.
Wait, you said 49ers won.
Oh, wait. That's how drunk I was.
That's how delusional you are.
That's how bad it is. One of my dreams. Still burns.
Yeah. When you pee?
Well, that and yeah. Well, first it hurts to kiss, then it hurts to piss. That's syphilis. I don't get the clap. I get applause. Hi, everybody out there at Billified
What
land.
happened, buddy?
Man.
What's the matter? Let's start with Valentine's Day. You all right with Valentine's Day? What's going on?
I actually got 2 Valentines.
What do you mean you got 2 Valentines?
Well, I took my aunt out for her birthday, which I do every year, and she brought me a...
Is her birthday today?
It's the 8th, but she's busy over with.
My aunt is actually, her birthday is today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
we should call her up.
I should.
Yeah.
I should call her up. I haven't.
And then I got a nice card from somebody, actually my buddy's mother in California, who are also 49er fans.
Really?
And she just
She's
wrote
hitting
a
on
little
you?
No.
Your buddy's mom? I mean, come on.
Stop. She wrote a little note saying it's not Christmas until she gets a Christmas card from me.
Oh.
Because I'm big on doing Christmas cards.
Yeah.
You didn't get one.
No.
And
I didn't.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because I should have got you one.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't.
Because you were part of the picture. I got one of those ones with 10 pictures throughout the year. I took a picture, and then I got to do it a little earlier next year.
All right. Well, don't
mix and match, and
don't ever sweat
because
that
you got to have. You got to look at the good times in life. I thoroughly believe.
What's
that.
going on? You seem like sort of on the edge today. Are you okay?
I think so. I'm just getting back in the mix of everything.
The Valentine's Day thing's bothering you a little bit?
No,
You know what
it
I learned?
doesn't.
I'll tell you this.
It
I learned something the other day because the police, as you saw on 13 Wham, we were producing a podcast for them, and they had come over when we were talking, and they told me that they had arrested a hooker in Fairport.
Hooker? Town's too small.
That's what
the
I
local
said.
hookers are virgin.
I go, wait a second.
They don't got nothing. They got nothing in Fairport. Hookers don't move out here.
I'm like, what is going on? You got hookers in Fairport. The guy's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we got, absolutely. So then so I'm asking, the guy goes, her stories were fascinating. She had fascinating stories. And I guess there's been a couple times to hookers with guys in cars. Well, one guy, so one of the
By the dollar store?
I don't
By the
know.
meat market?
Is that where you go?
I go behind the dumpster.
So one of the police officers says to me, he goes, I got a call once from a guy over on Turk Hill who's all upset. And I said, whoa, why? He goes, well, he had a brand new Corvette and he went out and there was an axe through the hood. Oh, hooker, he didn't pay her.
Oh, he didn't? Well, that happens. They're vindictive.
Hooker didn't pay her.
Wow.
And she took it out on his new car. I went, wait, what? In Fairport?
First of all, where'd she get an axe? I don't see hookers at Home Depot.
I don't know if it was like he said it might have been the guys. He could have had it in his yard chopping wood. She just picked it up and put it right.
Chopping wood.
Right.
Yeah,
buddy. That's what it is.
He was stroking his wood.
Splitting her logs.
Hey, Chastity, I'm short of cash. Can I Venmo you later? You got PayPal?
Oh, so look, I'm just saying you're in the right spot for love and Valentine's Day. If you're feeling a little lonely, they got hookers.
Just walk around Fairport and look.
That's it.
Yeah, they have the stilettos on Main Street.
It's stilettos. That's the the new place.
When the bridge goes up, so do I, kind of thing. Iron smoke. I asked her, "Do you ever smoke after sex?" She goes, "I don't know. I never look down."
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Woo. All right.
We're back, baby.
That's right.
Oh.
So take me back to, and then we'll get into some of the things of today, but take me back to your night, Super Bowl night. Beginning of the night, what are you wearing? What are you eating? What are you drinking at the beginning? And don't forget, first quarter were 0-0.
0-0.
And then by the half, I believe it was 10-0.
10-0.
San Francisco's up. You had to be feeling pretty damn good.
Well, no. So I made a couple appetizers the day before. I'm just gonna relax. I know I'm gonna yell, scream, swear.
And you're completely alone.
I was. A couple people said they're around me getting Super Bowl squares, a couple bars. I'm like, hey, stop over for a drink.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't have enough time.
Okay.
Another friend of mine had a Super Bowl party.
Yes.
I was invited to. I was invited.
Of course you were.
Things.
Of course you were. But
I'm
this
like,
was a big deal to you.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't
Gotcha.
scream and yell. If something goes wrong, I will swear.
Yeah.
So I just some deviled eggs, some BLT bites, some shrimp,
Yeah,
summer
yeah,
sausage, a case of Jenny Light and a bottle of vodka.
Holy shit. That's just for you? Run that by me again. Deviled eggs.
BLT bites,
BLT bites.
bag of shrimp,
How much?
summer sausage,
How
with
much
red
is
cracker.
it? Wait a second. You
Diet
fuck.
starts tomorrow.
Hang on.
You fat fuck.
You're like
I don't
a-
even feel bad about the Niners enough.
Fat, blubbery seal over there. Shrimp! Throw me another shrimp!
I didn't eat the whole goddamn bag.
You ate 3/4 of it. I know
No,
you
I
did,
did
you
not.
motherfucker.
I
You
did
did
not.
so. Come on. How much shrimp is left?
Over half a bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't eat it all that day. I mean, every now and then I want some shrimp for a little snack.
Yeah.
I didn't eat all the
Tastes
deviled
like
eggs either. Like
you
a
know what
big
I
fat
hear? You
fuck,
know what I
man.
hear? You know what I hear? Shrimp tastes like
What?
a Fairport hooker.
Hey, if you can find a Fairport hooker, get
I
her
don't
on
know.
your
I'm
bill.
telling you, the
Get
police
her on-
were here. They wouldn't lie.
Get her on your podcast.
Yes. Well, you know what? I would see. Here's the thing: is like I have a very weird. I've always found this very odd about myself. I have never been with a hooker, and I have no problem with somebody who does. I think it should be legalized. I think we should
I do too.
have some way of regulating at least the health standards. Of course, there'll be the tax thing, but just for health and for some safety for people, right? I don't know what would make you want to go into that line of work, but
Drugs.
yeah. Okay. Well, mostly right now. But I mean, even if you were, I have heard that there are women in Webster that run a legit business and on the side will
Give it up.
yeah. Yeah.
Well.
As you know, and you would never know. So, and it's not somebody who we would normally pick as I think it's referred to very lovingly as street squish is.
That's lovingly.
That's what I'm saying.
Street squish. Is it
Yeah.
like street meat?
Yeah, it's
Street
street
squish.
squish was basically.
I have never heard
You
that
never
term.
did.
No.
That was one I had heard growing up. I thought it was more of a maybe it was a New York City term, but it was basically the street hooker, the street whore. So if you could regulate it a little bit, I think we'd be better off in a lot of ways. And then you could have your shrimp and eat it too.
Well, like a chicken ranch, like they have out in Reno.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
You go in, they come out.
Yes.
And
That's
if
where
you're younger, they had. You can even look this up on HBO years ago. They had
Bunny
documentary, Bunny Ranch,
Yeah.
Chicken Ranch.
Well,
and,
I was friends with
Dennis
Hoff.
from Mirage.
No, Dennis. Wait, what was it? Yeah, I think his name was Dennis. Ran the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. He was on our radio show. We gave away for Father's Day to a single dad. We gave away a trip out to the Bunny Ranch.
Come on.
Yeah.
And you pulled your own number.
Yeah.
Zero, zero, zero,
No,
one.
I-
Oh my God. You guys aren't going to believe this.
No, but
Did you do it before and after the guy left and came back?
Yes. I will tell you off air about that
Okay.
because some of his stories weren't that flattering. They were not. He said it was great, and then he was just left alone. Like there was nothing. He was just stuck there for the weekend in the middle of nowhere. It's a bunch of trailers hooked together. He goes, it wasn't as glamorous as they made it on TV
Right.
and stuff. But nothing ever is. But that was his story. Anyway, back to you. You ate shrimp.
So I have a couple of appetizers. A couple of friends were thinking about coming over. They said no, which is fine. I had my Kittle jersey on. I'm watching the game. We're pounding the ball. I mean, everybody's watching, obviously.
Yeah.
So, McCaffrey fumbles.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. What comes out of your mouth during the McCaffrey?
F this, effing believable. And every time the Kansas City Chiefs on, I'm just giving the finger down the eat shit and die. I'm not nice.
What are you wearing, by the way, too?
I'm wearing my pants, sneakers, and my jersey.
So you got jersey. What kind of sneakers? Are they San Francisco 49ers jerseys?
No, I had.
You have San Francisco. You sent me pictures of 49ers.
They were from 1989.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't fit anymore.
All right.
But they're still almost brand
What
new.
happened? Your foot got fat?
Yeah, that's what happened. When I bought them, I was 136 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm 236 pounds.
No shit. You went up 100 pounds?
Well, in 30 years.
Yeah, but you didn't go up in height.
You noticed that too. Wow. I didn't get beat up enough with the Niners on Sunday.
All right.
It's all good.
Hang on. So you had the jersey?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I had the coaster.
Did you? You had the coaster. Good. Did you pull out the helmet or anything?
No, the helmets were already out on display.
You realize that you're like forever 12.
Yes, and that's fine. That's why I watch it by myself.
But like you're giving the finger.
Yes. I even invited you over. You would have had a riot.
I would have had a riot.
You would have been shit-faced.
Yeah, I needed to. Well, I called you at the end.
Yes,
but
you
let's
did.
say so halftime.
So halftime we're up 10-0.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not enough. We should be up 21, 14
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
I'm like, cannot let this team get back in. Then we
Right.
had the muff on the punt, which hits his foot.
Ironically, another nickname for one of the Fairport hookers.
Muff?
Muff on the punt.
Greenlaw goes out
Yeah.
to get on defense, and I was in the kitchen or something, and I come back and he's down. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened?
He tried to run
like,
on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Well, that's a sickening injury to watch.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because
and he's tackling everybody. He's a leader on the team, one of the captains, and just a fluke thing. And I'm just like, this is not. At that point, I'm like, we've just got to get out of this.
Yeah.
The missed extra point. I'm like, everything is. This team cannot be this lucky. We're the better team. We're kicking the shit out of them. We should be up more.
Yeah.
And overtime, and we get the ball first. And I didn't understand the rules really either.
Well,
You get two shots.
Okay, so there's two theories of this. Yes, they're all because of the Kansas City Bills game, because whoever had the ball
Right.
first was going to win and by a flip of the coin, right? So now the flip of the coin, many people say the smarter thing to do is if you win the coin toss, is to kick the ball off. That way you know what to do when you get the ball.
Okay.
3 points, touchdown, win it, whatever, right?
Right.
Because if they don't score at all and we get into field goal range, kick it and let's end this thing.
Right.
Right. So but the other side is that you want to have the ball in your hands last because it goes to sudden death. So let's say it's tied after overtime. The second overtime, which is where they almost win,
Right.
would be sudden death. So that way you have the ball.
We had 7
in the
all
second
pros
Yeah, I know.
on our team.
I know.
We've got the NFC Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Well, you're just not
And
good
we're
enough.
going down the field.
You're not
I'm walking out.
fucking
Listen, I'm
good
going to jump
enough.
over this table.
No, you're not.
I'm going to
You're
kick
not.
your ass.
You're not. Over a fucking football game that you know what? You're still drunk on the shrimp.
Probably. But that 3rd and 4, and we do some kind of trick play to pass it, just give it to McCaffrey. That I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
And then we just gave Kansas
Well, you had
City.
him.
We had him at 4th and 4, and we couldn't stop him. And,
4th and 4, and
I'm like, here we go. We're going to win it on our defense. And they scored the touchdown. I turned off the TV.
I got to tell you,
and went to
like
bed.
that Chris Jones for Kansas
Yeah.
City is a monster. I mean, he wreaked havoc on the Bills. I mean, that was that one throw that Purdy had, and I will say, just not that you need to hear this from me at all, but I have not seen Brock Purdy. I other than highlights this year, I didn't watch. He throws a nice ball.
He does.
He was poised.
No interceptions.
I mean, he's 2 years into the league. I go, this guy is going to be something.
Yeah.
But when Chris Jones is in your face, I don't give a shit who you are.
Right.
That thing isn't going where it needs to go. Right. And I don't know.
We'll be back next year. We'll be in the Super Bowl next year. It's going to be the same 3 teams now.
Maybe.
We will be.
Maybe.
What do you want to bet?
I
don't
look
bet
at,
on my.
Look at.
I'm so
He's
fired
so
up.
fired up. Now, where were you earlier today?
Just Ubering and taking my aunt out for her
that's
birthday.
right. All right, you did say that.
Yep.
I
Down
was
on
worried
Lynn Road.
that maybe you caught a flight back from Kansas City or something, and you went a little crazy at the. They had over 1 million people.
Yes.
At this, at the parade today, and there were, I guess it was 60 degrees there. And one player took his shirt off, and he's like took his shoes off. He's rolling around in the street. I mean, they looked like they were having just an absolute blast. And then the parade breaks up, and everybody's leaving, and this is the sound that, imagine this, and I wouldn't know what the sound was if I were there, because granted, things are over and everybody's leaving, but they did have confetti cannons that they shot off. They did have marching bands and drums and all kinds of stuff. So this is it. TMZ had this video. Just listen. Patrick fucking Mahomes! That's gunshots.
It sounds almost like fireworks.
But I can't tell.
Yeah.
And I'm saying if I'm in a large crowd, I don't know what's going on. So apparently they've detained 2 people. 10 people were shot. 1 person is dead.
Yeah.
3 are critically injured. I don't know about the others. The person who sent this video to TMZ, it's cell phone footage. I think it may have been a young woman. I don't know. I'm only going by the voice that I heard later on. It says nothing, but you see someone, she walks over towards the stuff as most people are going the other way. It didn't seem all that chaotic at first because, again, I'm not sure that everybody knew what was happening.
Right.
Now, there's live coverage everywhere. They were saying that, was this terrorist? But no, I don't believe it was. I think this was an argument. I think the parade was over. People were leaving. They were headed back to a garage. It is tragically sad.
It is. It's
tragically sad. I can't imagine. It's almost as sad as your love life. I'm teasing you. I'm just teasing you. It's just,
wow.
You're just sitting there today. What's the matter?
Nothing.
I don't like a depressed Dougie
back.
Fresh.
I'm here.
No,
I'm
you're
laughing.
not.
What?
You're depressed. You're bothered by the Niners and the 49ers.
Yeah.
For God's sake, yes, they'll be back.
They'll be back. No, that's it. I'm coming here. I was at a stop sign.
Yeah.
I stopped at the record archive, and I looked at my phone real quick for Facebook.
Yeah.
And somebody said prayers of Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
Right.
God, here we go. What?
Right.
So then I went to Google, and it said 1 shot and 10 wounded. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this world?
I think it's 1 dead and 3 critically injured.
Yeah.
And a total of 10 people shot. And it sounds like somebody just opened fire.
It's just
but
one
they're
thing
wondering
after
if
the
it's
other. That there's no accountability. The parenting. It's just. I'll give you an example. Saturday I was at Wegmans, Mount Read, buying stuff for appetizers.
Yeah.
And it was $61.37. So I gave the girl $70, a 50 and a 20.
Okay.
And she starts counting on her fingers.
To do what?
I have no idea. She was doing some kind of math in her head.
Okay.
And I'm like, I get $8.73.
Yeah, but wouldn't the machine spit back at
Well,
you?
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, is she trying to do it in her head? I go, I get $8.
Oh, maybe she didn't know that it was 70.
Back. And she goes, what? I go, are you wondering about how much change I get? She goes, no, I don't know what you gave me. I said, I gave you $70. And she goes, oh, and then she punched it in. She didn't know 50 plus 20.
She didn't know 50 plus 20, or she never saw.
Maybe she never saw 50 before. It says 50 right on there.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
well, usually they take even the 20s now. They'll take that magic pen, right?
Oh, they hold it up to the light. I'm just like, oh God, that drives me up the wall.
I'm sure it does.
And I've said to people, I'm like, I hate to be a grumpy old man.
You are.
I don't give a fuck.
You read
I'm
my
in a movie
fucking
theater
mind.
and they go like that. I'm like, hey, what?
You read my mind.
I go, what do they teach you to look for when you look at the light? And they're like, huh? I'm like, exactly. Ring me up so I can go see this movie.
Oh God.
What are you looking for? Now there are certain things.
Yes. There are markers and things. I wouldn't know what to look for. I don't know.
And neither did this guy. You're in a 7-Eleven. They hold it up the light to look like. I'm like, you got 2 different colors socks on, and you're going to tell me this isn't the 50? Now they just don't take them.
Yeah.
They tell you that
they don't take 50s.
drive through McDonald's. I see that in the morning.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
sometimes they don't have that much cash to give you change from.
Oh gosh, they always say change. They have a vault at these fast food restaurants,
but they don't want.
Or somebody would. Hey, can you change a 50? I forgot. Or now it's all cards and everything. But I mean, just the basic math,
Yeah, you want to get back.
Common sense.
You should run for office. You should run on the common sense platform.
Okay.
I like. No, honestly,
we need something fresh.
Well, why wouldn't
Dougie Fresh?
Yes, but why wouldn't we have? I think the common sense platform would be pretty good.
There'll be zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance. All right, we'll take a moment. To your point, spring break. Is it being ruined? A lot of cities are saying they don't want them anymore. I think it's been like Panama City doesn't even have spring break. One guy goes, we used to make tons of money. Well, they don't even
My
allow
sister
it.
used to live in Panama City.
Yeah, they won't
and
allow
it's
it.
very nice and quiet.
Yeah, it's
except
very
for that
family.
1 or 2 weeks.
Well, now they're not doing it anymore.
I don't blame them.
And but one city is claiming they have lots of problems, and then we'll tell you what happened.
With Fairports from
You got it.
Hookers from Fairport trying to go down and corner the business.
Muffed Punt was out on the street.
They got
corner
the
getting
buffets,
their stuff.
$25, all she can eat.
My God, it smells like a canal in here. We will be right back.